Hello again, my name's Gabe Zona. You know, if you've been watching my videos recently, I talked about California. They're pushing for single payer. Gotta believe it won't be too long before Oregon joins on that bandwagon as well. The question that has to be asked, and you probably have the answer to this question, what group of people costs the most to be insured? Well, the elderly. Yeah, it's the elderly that need the medical care that's available and provided, as long as they have insurance. So now, if you've got single payer and you've got total control of who gets what when, what group of people are you most likely to deny coverage? The elderly. Why? Because they're the most expensive to insure. I'm going to attach a link to an article. It's most interesting. Now again, this is being done in Oregon. It's SB 494, Oregon's gateway to euthanasia. The new bill will give family and doctors the ability to withhold food and water without a patient's consent. First, Oregon became the first state in the nation to legalize the practice of assisted suicide. Now they have taken this a step further and are pushing for euthanasia for citizens against their wishes, as we all knew they would. The Oregon Senate is considering a bill that would allow dementia and mentally ill patients to be starved and dehydrated against their wishes. Well, that can't be good for a number of Republicans, both in the Senate and the Congress, or Democrats in the Senate or the Congress, like Nancy Pelosi or Maxine Waters. But they don't have to worry about it because they're the lawmakers. SB 494 came about because of the case involving Alzheimer's patient Nora Harris. She had filled out an advance medical directive saying she did not want to be fed intravenously. As her illness progressed, she needed to be spoon-fed, but Harris is still expressing a desire to eat. She is able to use her hands, but not utensils, to feed herself. Her husband filed a lawsuit to get her nursing home to stop feeding her. At the heart of this court battle was the definition of tube feeding, and whether being spoon-fed counts as tube feeding, something Harris said in her advance directive she didn't want. SB 494 eliminates entirely the definition of life support and tube feeding from statute, leaving the surrogate and the courts to define those terms as they wish. Folks, it's just a matter of time. I mean, think about it. The most expensive group of people that utilize healthcare services are the elderly. And that was proven because the young didn't buy Obamacare. They are invincible. I thought I was invincible too when I was young. So who best to get rid of to control healthcare costs? The elderly. So if this SB 494 becomes law in Oregon, how long you think it'll be before California adopts a similar law? Huh? And New York adopts a similar law. And they're going to starve patients that have Alzheimer's and dementia. They're going to starve them to death. Save on food costs as well. It's a win-win. But what's amazing is these people that are making these laws, a number of them will probably end up having Alzheimer's or dementia, like the senator from Arizona. No, not Jeffrey the Flake from Snowflake. He's too young. The other one, the songbird of the Hanoi Hilton, Johnny McCain, Johnny Let's Start. And don't tell me that Nancy Pelosi wouldn't be a candidate. She would be if she wasn't a lawmaker. So would Maxine Waters. So would Dianne Feinstein. So in all probability would Chucky Schumer. If President Trump mandated that all members of Congress, the 435 of them, and 100 members of the Senate were evaluated for their mental competency, we'd have a whole lot less senators and congressmen. We'd have special elections all over the country. This is how they're going to control the cost of single payer. The elderly will simply be starved to death. Scary, is it not? You know what's a real shame? So few will have a clue. This video might get, 500 views. That's if I'm lucky. Thanks for listening. Read the article. And again, how long do you think it'll be before California adopts this, if they go to single payer, which I think they will? Scary. Real scary. Thanks for listening. The link will be attached.